Outlander's final season appears to be steering toward a pivotal character death, but there is a real risk that the moment may not land with the emotional force it deserves. The eighth and concluding chapter of the series is widely expected to adapt a crucial storyline from Diana Gabaldon's ninth novel, in which Jaime Fraser is officially recorded as dying in battle. Yet because the show already played with a nearly identical false death arc just last season, the upcoming climax could feel uncomfortably familiar rather than devastating. What should be a heart-stopping turning point may instead register as repetition. The series has always thrived on high-stakes drama and emotional reversals, but the expectations for the final season are now sky-high. Season 8 faces the immense challenge of closing long-running arcs, honoring a fiercely loyal fan base, and remaining faithful to Gabaldon's vision, all while the book series itself is still unfinished. With only 9 of the planned 10 novels published, the television adaptation is ending before its literary counterpart, placing it in an unusual and risky position. The final season will draw heavily from Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone, the 9th novel, using it as a foundation rather than a roadmap. That book includes a defining moment set during the American Revolution, when Jaime marches off to fight at the Battle of Kings Mountain. Historical records claim he died there, a discovery that devastates his daughter Brianna. When Jaime fails to return, Claire is left shattered, believing she has lost the love of her life forever. In the novel, her grief is overwhelming, but it is paired with an almost supernatural pull that draws her to the battlefield. There, she finds Jaime barely clinging to life. Using her hard-won medical knowledge, she saves him once again, reinforcing the sense that their bond is not just emotional, but fated. It is a scene written to carry enormous emotional weight. On screen, however, that impact could be blunted by what came before. In Season 7, Claire was already forced to endure the belief that Jaime had died when his ship was lost at sea. Her despair was raw and consuming, only for the moment to reverse when Jaime reappeared alive after switching vessels at the last possible second. That storyline delivered a powerful emotional payoff, but it also established a pattern. In the novels, these two presumed deaths are separated by multiple books and more than a decade of real-world publishing time. In the television series, they are only seasons apart. The audience has not had enough distance, making another near-death twist feel predictable rather than suspenseful. This creates a serious problem for the final season. If viewers assume Jaime will survive, the tension drains away from what should be a climactic moment. Outlander needs an ending that feels earned and unforgettable, not one that relies on repeating familiar narrative tricks. Killing Jaime outright would be a radical departure from the source material and would likely alienate fans, since the heart of the story has always been Jaime and Claire facing the world together. The solution may lie not in shock, but in perspective. In the novel, Brianna's discovery serves as a catalyst rather than a conclusion. It pushes Claire to sharpen her healing abilities and confront the terrifying question of whether destiny can be changed. The tension comes from watching Claire struggle against history itself, torn between what is written and what she desperately wants to save. The emotional focus shifts away from the shock of Jaime's fall and toward Claire's fear, resolve, and refusal to surrender. If the series leans into this approach, Jaime's near-death experience can still carry immense power. Even if the outcome feels inevitable, the journey could deliver the depth and resonance the finale requires, reinforcing one of Outlander's core themes, that love and choice can sometimes bend the course of history. Adding to the uncertainty is the fact that even the cast remains in the dark. Sam Heughan has revealed that despite filming wrapping in September, the final shape of the ending is still unclear to him and his fellow actors, underscoring how much rests on last-minute creative decisions. Showrunner Matthew B. Roberts has promised that Season 8 will raise the stakes across the board. The Revolutionary War will continue to cast a long shadow over Frasers Ridge, affecting every character. Lingering mysteries, including the possible connection between Jane and Fanny and Jaime and Claire's long-lost daughter Faith, will apply further emotional pressure. Because the television series is concluding before the books, it will inevitably diverge from Gabaldon's unfinished saga. That divergence is a risk, but it is also an opportunity to craft a definitive, screen-specific ending. Heughan has expressed hope that fans will feel the series honored both the characters and the story they have invested in for years. In the end, Outlander Season 8 has all the elements of a powerful farewell, a legendary love story, the chaos of war, unresolved family mysteries, and the looming threat of loss. Whether it succeeds will depend on how it handles familiar beats. If it moves beyond simple shock and centers the emotional and thematic core, it may still end on a note that feels both satisfying and truly unforgettable.